Hey everyone, it's Lee, and this is my friend Ezra, and today we're going to be talking about the concept of passing or not passing, and what that can do to you socially, and like how you need to be like the safety of passing.
Yeah.
And like how I pass. Like, my experiences, and then Ezra's...
I don't pass at all, ever.
Yeah, Ezra's experiences with passing.
They're not good.
Yeah, so we both are in the dual enrollment program, where we are full-time on college campus, and so currently we're both... Coming this fall semester, we're both going to be in full college schedules. Mm-hmm. And so, Aaron.
It's
oh
fine.
well. Aaron.
That's what
Ezra also goes. Aaron.
So
yeah.
It's not my birth name. It was an intermittent name. So
whatever.
It's fine.
Ezra. Sorry.
It's fine. It's
I'll edit
okay.
that out or something.
It's all right.
So, Ezra. What was I saying? Ezra's.
Passing.
No, you've been in college classes longer than I have because you're a year ahead of me in the program. And with his experiences, it's been a lot different than mine. So, I mean, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, you've been passing a lot longer than I ever have, because I don't pass. And I don't pass at all, except one time I was flirted with by a man.
Oh my god.
While I was dressed in a very masculine manner. I had on a homemade binder that was very loose, so it didn't work very well, but I had on a button up and a bow tie and my girlfriend girlfriend was right next to me.
That's awkward.
Yeah. It was, so that was the only time I've ever passed. Yeah. And it was very strange.
Yeah, I mean, when did you, come out at the new school?
I haven't, really.
You haven't? You just kind of,
I just kind of fly under the radar and hope no one says my birth name or anything.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And if I have to go to the bathroom, I go into the women's room and try to go as fast as possible.
Same.
Because I don't really want to see going in or out of it. Don't you go in the men's room mostly?
I just recently started using the men's room.
Take me with you. That sounded awkward, but
a little bit.
Be my bathroom buddy, so we both don't get caught.
We were supposed to be.
Yeah, we were just never in the same place at the same time for that.
Yeah.
But hopefully now, since we're both in full college classes, we can do that better.
I mean, I started fully presenting as a guy, or at least tried to, this last fall, so last last September, but a lot of the people I was in classes with, I was in high school classes, and so a lot of the people knew me there, a lot of people knew my birth name, and I didn't start, during fall and winter semester, I was using the women's room. So everyone just kind of thought I was a girl. So yeah, that kind of sucked. I started using the men's room summer one semester. Ooh, excuse me. And I had emailed my professor, because that was when I first started my first college class. I emailed my professor, I told her about my situation. She's like, okay, cool. And I mean, that was about it. My classmates didn't know. Besides, the few people who were in there, who were also... Ezra, what? What was that face?
I knew you before, so...
You knew me before, it doesn't matter.
I knew you before you started presenting this way, so...
I knew you like that, too.
But,
yeah, there was a few people who were in my high school level classes who kind of knew, but it was kind of just kept on the down low with that. And so I really started passing like only recently, around, when did summer semester start?
April.
Yeah, around April.
Like beginning of May.
That was about when I started passing.
So it's been a few months.
Yeah, it has been. But, I mean, that's basically about that.
But yeah, it's probably easier for you to pass since you've had short hair for a while and you bind and you're
with a real
thinner,
binder.
And you're like thinner, so like curves show up less and you wear looser clothing. But for me, it's more difficult because obviously I'm chubbier, I'm rounder. I mean, it's not your fault.
I know.
I just have more like curves, which is not.
I mean,
pleasant.
Not to say I don't have curves, because I do, and
I
hate them. But I hide them under, like, the baggiest shirts I can find.
It's hard for me to find baggy shirts, because in the men's section, I typically wear a large or extra large, and I don't like wearing super baggy clothes, because I feel like it makes me look larger, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm kind of caught in the middle there, between, like, trying to look masculine and trying to not look like I'm drowning in my shirt.
Which I always look like.
I mean, but it's like, it kind of looks normal, because, like, a lot of thinner people like to wear baggier clothes and it looks normal.
Right.
But on me, it's just kind of like a tent.
A tent!
I'm camping.
I look like a tent.
I look like I am wearing a tent as a fashion statement. And, like, it's not a good thing. So I just try to wear, like, clothes that don't, like, accentuate my chest. Because, like, if I like to wear sweaters that, like, bubble over it, but a lot of them like to go, like, skin tight sometimes if I don't get the right size.
Yeah.
So it just shows it off more, and that's even worse.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not fun. But
I mean, like, more or less.
I mean, I pass from, like, this up. Like, I pass on the internet.
Yeah, because I'm looking at you right now in the camera, and you're like, you're hella manly
I
right
look
now.
like I sound like a dude.
You do.
I have a pretty deep voice. Like, it's deeper in real life than it is when I ever, like, hear my own voice. Like, right now, it's higher than it actually is to me. But
your voice always sounds higher in your head.
Yeah.
Or
people have always said it sounds deeper, but
I don't
that's
know.
the opposite with me.
I don't know. My voice sounds really deep in my head, kind of. But then I talk, and then it's like, oh, way up here, and I'm like,
you're a mess. That's a great noise.
But,
like, whenever I'm talking, I feel like it's really high, but then, like, I hear my own videos, and it's deeper.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. At least I pass on the internet. I pass somewhere, which is
better
pretty
than
good. I mean, I think I passed. Like, I'm presenting fully as male on the internet, so there's really nothing else people could think I am, unless they're, like, assholes.
True. Watch your language. This is supposed to be... I don't care.
My channel has cuss words, so I'm sorry. You should have told me.
I don't really care.
Alright, good. I'll try to... My teeth look really white.
Everyone
like your camera.
Does. Kind of, like, related to the voice thing, when I get nervous, my voice gets very high, and a lot of the times when I'm confronted by, like, another, like, peer, I get, like, nervous if I don't know them, and my voice goes up, and even though I look very masculine, my voice will be, like, all the way up here, and it sounded very feminine, and so that kind of ties into the safety aspect. Because
I make my voice higher at work. When I'm talking to a customer, though, because I feel like if I talk like this, people seem to think that I'm mad, so I have to make my voice higher so that, like, I don't get in trouble by making customers think I'm rude.
You're mad?
Like, I have to, like, sweeten my voice so that I don't get in trouble at work. And I'm definitely not out at work, because I don't feel safe coming out at work. Because many places say that they're open to any kind of person, but they can find other ways to fire you. They can find excuses to make it seem like they're not trying to discriminate against you, even though you know they are.
Yeah. And especially the voice thing, I think, is, like, one of the biggest issues with safety, especially on campus. Because, and at work, and I don't have a job as of now. Hopefully I'll get one soon.
Hopefully.
But...
Probably after you get your name changed.
Probably.
Because then they'll be like, oh, it's a boy.
No more sexism.
Yay. Yeah. Or no more transphobia. They won't be like, what is that?
Right.
That I'm hiring.
What is that?
Because
Thanks.
many... Well, I mean...
Oh, no, not you.
I know, but I mean, I feel like I got weird looks when I was getting hired because I wore, like, men's clothing to my interview.
Yeah, and
I had
like,
very short
hello,
hair.
Birth name.
Yeah,
and you're
then
like...
it kind of shatters that whole facade I have going on that I am secure in my identity.
Right.
And that I feel masculine, and then they're like, hello, birth name, and it's like, yes, I am a woman.
A woman.
I am a very nice woman. Hire me, please.
But, I mean, one of my biggest issues, actually, and my girlfriend Diana actually wrote an essay about this issue, or she was related to an essay. No, she wrote it. Winter semester, about the need for gender-neutral restrooms and, like, locker rooms in the rec. For people who are, like, not in the strict gender binary, or who don't feel comfortable in there, or just families in general.
Yeah.
And
that's my phone, I'm sorry.
I was like, is that your stomach?
No. Anyway.
But I used to be on the swim team, like I've mentioned on my page before, and I would love to go swimming again, especially at the rec, because I have free access, and not many students can say that. And I can't do it because I'm still female-bodied. I don't feel comfortable using the men's restroom, or the men's locker room, because I am female-bodied. But at the same time, I'm going to be going through with my name change soon, so I don't feel comfortable going through the women's because I'll look very masculine. I have a very masculine name, and
you have a pretty masculine voice, also.
Sometimes.
Right now, it's masculine.
Because I'm talking lower.
Oh. I know what... Oh, here you go.
But it's just a matter of safety. And I love swimming, and I just don't feel safe because I don't want to wear a swim binder because it still looks like I have something that's not a flat chest, not what a cisgendered male chest would normally look like. So, and that's just not... And it's just that you have to think, are you going to sacrifice your safety? Or, I don't want to say health.
Or your comfort.
Or your comfort or your safety. And to me, safety always wins that. And I don't want to end up like the victim of a transphobic hate crime.
It kind of sucks that we have to choose, though. I know, like, I don't bind, so whenever I go to the gym in the rec at school, I don't feel comfortable in the women's changing rooms because I feel like I mean I fit in there, like my body matches their bodies,
more or less.
Basically, like it's what they would expect to see, but I don't feel comfortable changing in front of these like women because I'm not a woman. And I'm uncomfortable with my body, and I'm comfortable with other people seeing it. And I can't go in the men's locker room because I don't pass. And they would probably, like, I'd get yelled at, I'd probably get kicked out. I might get kicked out of the rec because I don't pass, and people would probably assume that I'm just being creepy or something. And it would be, like, my fault if they caught me in there, and not the fault of me not being able to pass because I just don't have the, like, I don't have the technology yet. I don't have a binder. I don't have anything to help with this whole passing thing. Yeah. I mean, I have short hair, but that only goes so far until they're like, oh, down past the neck, you're a woman when you're not. Yeah. And I don't feel safe in either places because, but that's probably one of the reasons I don't really go that much.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons I don't go. Because either I'm alone in the men's restroom and I have to navigate that situation by myself, or I'm there with my girlfriend in the women's restroom. But to see a very masculine-looking person in the women's restroom with another girl, that's... people connect 2 and 2 together, and I'm probably going to get kicked out because I'm probably trying to do something that I'm not supposed to be doing. When in reality, I just want to go swimming!
And I just want to go to the bathroom without dudes thinking that I'm trying to, like, stalk them or something or be weird.
I just want to pee.
I just want to poo. I just want to go to the bathroom.
Why do you poop on campus?
Because it's a restroom. You go to the bathroom in a restroom. If I have to go, have to go, I'm not going to, like, hold it in until after all my classes are done and I go home.
That would be a bad idea.
Because that would just not be good.
I don't know, like... Okay, yeah, I
feel like that wouldn't be healthy to just not go to the bathroom.
I have pooped on campus. And I have done it in... That sounds bad. I've pooped in both the women's and the men's restroom, and the social aspects are so different. Because in the women's, you have to wait until no one is in there with you so you can poop. Because it makes noise.
I just don't care.
I mean...
I do what I need to do when I get out.
It just makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
My thing is speed.
I know. But, like,
I
when you're in the
don't want to be in there longer than I have to be. Yeah. Otherwise, if I see someone I know in there, I feel like they'll just...
You're just
like, oh, a woman.
A woman!
That's just how I'm going to say it now, when I am referring to myself. Yeah. Because that is not what I am, and so I shall say it sarcastically.
Yeah. But, like, using the men's restroom for that kind of, like, going number 2 or poop or whatever anyone's
going to the bathroom.
Right, going to the bathroom in general, like, men are so much more, like, about speed and about, like, no one cares in there. Yeah. I mean, they're minding their own business. If you're pooping and some guy's in a urinal or a stall next to you, they don't care.
I mean, if someone is trying to find out what you are by, like, trying to look in the stall, that's just...
That is not your fault.
That's creepy. That is definitely not your fault. That is disgusting.
That's really weird.
And you could probably report that as sexual harassment, honestly.
Especially in the men's restroom where men try not to make eye contact or speak to each other in the men's restroom.
If they're trying to seek you out,
then
you could probably report that. Especially if you're on a campus that has its own police, you could definitely report that. Yeah. I would look into that if that ever happens to you.
Yeah, I would.
We should twin up. Let's go to the bathroom together.
We already discussed
on campus.
That.
I know.
Let's go to the bathroom together, totally.
Yay!
But, like, in the women's restroom, that whole social aspect, women will seek you out because they talk to each other, they look at each other in the bathroom. It depends
on if they know you or not. Like, if they don't know you, they'll ignore you.
Because, I've had, like, when I was in, like, McKinney, and you know that, like, public, like, the student services office underneath the stairs in the basement.
Yes.
I've had women from, like, in there stop and, like, stare at me as I walk in and go into a stall and, like, try to look through the cracks.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is.
That sounds very uncomfortable. That has never happened to me because I haven't really attempted to pass that much yet because once I get a binder, this might start happening to me, and once I start saying that I have a more masculine name, then it will probably happen, and I'm not looking forward to that aspect. I'm not looking forward to the transphobia that I will come into contact with that you do.
It's honestly horrible. And both of us being pre-T guys, I think any trans guy who is pre-anything is always going to get the butt of the transphobia before any
passing
trans
like they might
guy.
witness it happening to other trans people, and whether they decide to say anything about that's their thing. But some people are stealth, so they probably don't want to say anything.
Right. Like stealth men, they don't, unless someone outs them, they don't have to fear that, really. And plus, because they have the male passing privilege.
And plus, if you pass and you're masculine, there's like, I've witnessed it in like masculine situations when you try to like protect something, you get like confronted by other dudes like, why are you doing that? What is there something like they're really weird about it.
Yeah.
Like especially trans things, like they think you're hiding something.
Right.
And sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you just
want to, you're more concerned with your own safety.
Yeah, sometimes you're concerned with the safety of other people.
But yeah, I mean, there's one video that I watched, I don't know if you've seen it, the one, Uppercase Chase, he had a video about the problematic concept of passing.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, and I think that video really, really like reiterates what we're trying to say here. Mm-hmm. And it's, I think, not even just reiterates, it's enforcing what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
And we're trying to reiterate what he was saying.
I think you can really, it's safe to go to the bathroom if you're in a place that has its own like
stall.
If it has stalls, or
if you have like an STP
quite
device.
well. Or if you bind and you look and if you have like short hair and stuff and you pass pretty well.
I mean,
and
not all trans men have short hair though.
Yeah.
You've got.
I mean, that's pretty short.
Yeah.
It's like extra. I have fringe and shortness, like. But I mean, if you're in a place that has a very good like department that deals with things like this, like an LGBT specific place. And, like, a department, like a police department that takes things like this very seriously, then passing or at least going to the bathroom and feeling comfortable shouldn't be a problem.
But just always, one thing to always put an emphasis on, if you do not feel safe there, don't stay there.
Yeah, no.
And, I mean, I think that might be where we want to leave it off for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so thanks everyone for listening to us. Follow Ezra on his channel. I'll put a link below in the description. And see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.